Hi Leah, here we are at your website and I'm going to go through the process of logging in, going to a page, changing a page and looking at the slideshow as well. So we'll go through quite a bit in this video. So it's a / then WP hyphen admin and hit enter, and that'll bring you to the login page. Now I'm sure you know how to do this bit, but I'll go through the process anyway. That'll just take a second, and there we are. I can put in the login details and hit enter, and that will get me straight into the back end of your website. Now, it's pretty, I guess, self-explanatory or intuitive if you look at it. All of your menu items are down the side here, so if you're looking to put in a post, like as in a blog, you go into add a new blog. If you want to create a category for the blog, you can do that here as well. So if you wanted to have a category on home maintenance, for instance, we could sit in here and just go handy tips or something. So handy tips. That way we can just do that, no parent, and then just click add a new entry, and we now have a category called handy tips. There it is. That's our category in here, and we can edit that category as we choose to. So we can SEO the title, as in put in handy tips around the home, or do it yourself tips, stuff like that, which is just really a way of creating interest in your site. Also, you can put a description in it, so this will sit at the top of the page and all the blog items will be underneath the page. That's how that works. Now, posts is the blog item, so posts are you can see you've got none in there, but if you want to add a post, you can either go here, add new post, or here and add a new post. And that brings us into creating a new post. Let's dismiss that. And here we have a what you see is what you get editor. So you can edit anything in here. And also, so let's say we were doing a tip on how to maintain a deck. So we would just title it how to maintain a timber deck. Timber deck. Timber deck. That will name the page itself. So when I click here, you'll see. Oh no, I was lying to you. There it is. There's our URL. So that's our address. Here is the URL. So if we put that in a category as well, so we'll have it as a handy tips as well in here. Now that is now in handy tips in that category there, and we can add categories here as well. You want to, when doing a page, title it the same. So how to maintain a timber deck is your title of it, and you want to. I'll try and explain this. There's a hierarchy that Google look at. It's the title of the page, the URL. It's also the content of the page and the images, what they're called, and stuff like that. But they also look at things called header tags, which are H tags here. So you want to have that on your page, like the header tag is actually how to maintain a timber deck. And then from here, you can write whatever text you want. So I will just grab some dummy text from here. So Lauren Gibson. It's Lauren Gibson, there it is. For us to do this. Now this is, what I'm doing here is exactly the same process for a page. So a post and a page are exactly the same process of creating one. So I'll grab some text from here. That'll do. As for that, like that. Copy it, because if you wait for me to type it, we'll be still doing this tomorrow. And I can cut and paste that text in here, and I can edit this text in here. So you see that something went wrong there. I can highlight that and then go in and turn that into paragraph, because that's all we want it to be, paragraph, and that'll then create that as paragraph. back to that process. Now, I can edit my text here by changing font, so I could select all here and decide that I want it to be Arial, like that. I can change the color of my fonts by clicking on text color, so I could make that blue to match things. Or if I've got a code of a color that I want, I can customize that as well. So that's in here I could look at saying, blues, what sort of blue do I want it to be? And I can actually match to the site whatever I want it to be. So I'll click OK, and you can see that the blue will change when we do that. You can link as well. So you see here, this is, that's what I just coloured in. I'll make that black as well. Just one moment. Denise, can I call you back in about 20 minutes? Okay, thanks mate, bye-bye. Excuse me for that. So we can hyperlink to different pages. So let's say we go to our page. We'll go to TAR Carpentry, and we want to link to a particular page on decking because we're doing a thing on decking. So when that comes up, we can go, here's our page on decking. We can click there and see, here's our URL on decking. We can go back to our post. I've just copied that address. I can say copy where it says decking here, like highlight that area, and I can go to this little link here and click a URL, put in my address there. Now I can choose whether I want that to open in a new window or not, and I can change the name of the text if I want here as well. So I'll add that link, and there it is. That's now hyperlinked. Now if I want to add images, I click on the area I want to add it. So I want to say add it right at the top. I just add media, and you'll see a selection of files that I have here. You can also choose to upload from your computer, so select and go straight from your computer. But we'll choose one of these pages. So there's a nice decking. We can also edit that here, or not edit it, but choose how we want it. Now, that's a huge picture. We don't want it that big. We only want it to be, say, 300 by 225. I can click that there. This is where you would put your alternate text for your SEO, for your, for people to find it. So you put how to maintain a timber deck. That's really important because when people search and they look at images, that'll come up and that'll link back to your site. So we can choose the alignment. So I want that image to be on the left-hand side of the text. So I click that there, and then I'll insert that into the post, and we'll see our image pop up here. There it is. So that's it. Down the bottom here, you've got your SEO information. So in here, I want to use this, how to maintain a timber deck, as my what I'm focusing on. How to maintain a timber deck. I want to then put that into my SEO title there, and I want to put something in here. How to maintain a timber deck. The most simple and cost-effective method to maintain your timber deck. Okay, so we've now got it in our description. It is in our URL, but we haven't saved it yet. So we got it in an article heading, the page title, the content, and the description. We have it right across the board as far as URL, so SEO goes. And then I will click save that, publish that post, and that's published. Before publishing it, I could have previewed it to see what it looks like, but in this case, I will just publish it, and we'll delete it shortly. And I can go and view the post, what it looks like. And here is the post that I've just done. Yeah, so that's there. Leave your testimonial, your contact details. It's just standard the way it's done in there. But that looks okay. People can choose to share it or about the author. So comments are closed. But you could have had comments down in there, but I tend to close them off because spam and all that sort of stuff. So that's how to do a simple post, and we'll go back to the site and we'll delete that post. So if I go back to all posts, and then trash it, it's not gone completely. Then I have to go into the trash and empty it, but it is off of it is in trash, so people can't do it. You can see how that SEO'd up pretty good, even though we had no content in it. But you can see what I did to create that, so that worked. So if I want to trash that, I can just go in here and open that, and there's a little button here that says empty trash. So we'll do that, we'll ditch that, and we'll go and I'll show you how to do that in Pages. So Pages is exactly the same. When we open up Pages, you'll see all our lists of pages here. Decking has been SEO'd, but we can SEO each page. So Pergolas we can do exactly the same thing for. So let's say we went into Pergolas. What have you done here? Title size. Enhanced Gardens. We must have done that while we were done. So, okay, so we want to. So we've got here Pergolas. We might choose to say Pergolas Melbourne, because that's what we want to focus on, is Pergolas in Melbourne, and we would want to mention Melbourne in here as much as we can. TARCarpenter can create custom-made pergolas, blah, 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 from detailed, elegant, and bold, etc. You want to put a little detail in here saying we service the Melbourne area and the Mornington Peninsula, etc. So you want to put some stuff in there saying all of that sort of stuff in there as best you can, and that'll put it here now. Pergola Melbourne, so we're going to go Pergolas. Oh, I forgot, just Pergola or Pergolas? Pergola. So I'm going to put Pergola Melbourne is going to be my focus keyword. And you can see now we've got it in the article heading and the page title. The URL, we can change that here as well. So see here, we can edit this URL here, like that. And I can put a hyphen Melbourne in there and click OK. And I've just changed this page, so now we've got that in our URL. When it updates, it'll be there. We want to have mention Pergolas Melbourne in your text, so consider for your pergola. I would probably put that down the bottom, like in here, like a pergola Melbourne. Probably something like this, just to Mornington Peninsula, and something like that, just to put it in there, and then you'll find that that'll be in the page content now as well. And then we're going to put it in the SEO title here. So we're going to put it in here. So Pergola Melbourne, and I do something like Mornington Peninsula. Something along those lines, and then in my description I would put that as well. So let's see what we've got here. TARCarpenter, put that, and I think that's reasonable for that. Copy that, and I would put that in here, but I would also put something along, like copy this, put that in there, something along those lines. Oops, wrong spot. Oops. So there we go, something like that. That's too long, so I would probably just delete that in those lines. And there, that's our description. Now you can see we've got really good SEO quality here in the basic sort of SEO. You can, so I'll update this page because I think that's pretty good. So Penin, I've got Pen. It's amazing how often you spell it like that. Anyway, so I will fix that up so it's not Peninsula, it is Peninsula. Update it. And hurry up, middle of the day. There we go. So that's that updated, and that's pretty cool. You can then go into your page analysis here, and it'll tell you things that you are good and things that you can do. So see here, no subheading title like an H2 appear in the copy. So we can address that. I can go back to here and just go. So we've got a title size 1 here. I could probably Pergola popular to enhance your. I could actually probably go down here like this. See this area here, and turn that into a heading tag, and then bring the font size back so it doesn't look ridiculous. So I can do that, and you'll find that if we update that, that'll take care of that little issue. So we've now solved that one problem. So let's have a look, and you can get better and better at this as you go. So let's go back to here, page analysis here. See now that the header tag is gone now. There are 255 words contained in your body text. It needs more words, and probably needs more like 500 to do it. The keyword density is only 0.39. That should be between 1 and 3. So it's only found one time in there, and that's only because I copied it here. So you want to be careful with how you say it. So and understand this is pretty simplistic on the web pages. There's better things to do it here. So we'll provide a great functional design, high quality materials, and that we provide custom design, ensuring that the pergola will be your ideal fit. This looks like real content to me. It actually looks quite good. So we have a range of pergola solutions which will suit your budget, and I would put something in there. We service Melbourne, and Melbourne. You can change this later. You can go back in and change it. Mornington Peninsula, Mornington Peninsula, and Greater Victoria or something like that, and other areas, I'll just put Victoria for now because I can't think. Victoria. So that's what I would put there, and then that just builds up our SEO thing as we're doing it. I'm going to save that for now, and so that's how to do a post and a page. It's exactly the same thing. To do it that way, which is good. So we've changed the URL, we titled it Pergola Melbourne. Now that's not necessarily going to come up on your page. I can go and deal with that. So let's just check the page for now and make sure it's working. So there's a decking. Let's make sure Pergola still goes there, because we've changed the URL, so I might have to actually change that within the thing. No, it's going exactly to the right spot. So now you can see here we've got Pergola Melbourne, Pergola Melbourne, Pergola Melbourne here. I can change that because that looks silly, and I'll show you how to do that. So you can change stuff in the navigation, and we have Pergola Melbourne in here, Melbourne in there. So if I take that to another browser, so there's probably a bit more information than you want, but I have been lax at doing this for you, so I'm going to tell you as much as I possibly can in this video, but hopefully you don't get bored during this process. So let me go into TAR pen tree. Hang on. having a bit of a hissy fit here. Yep, so there's Car Carpentry. We'll enter and go into that web page. I've got a little tool here called SEO Quake. I think I showed it to you. I'm not too sure, but let's go and have a little look here. I'm going to open up your page, and then we're going to have a look at the SEO of that page through a different tool. So we've got two diagnosis tools. One is your density check, and the other is your diagnosis. So the density check basically tells you what is in your title and your keywords and how many times it is mentioned within your text. So see here, the one in the back end of the website said we only had it once, but that's because it only looks at it as an exact phrase, Pergola, Melbourne. Where in here we actually say Pergola 12 times, which is 3.2% perfect, and we say Melbourne 7 times, which is 1.87% perfect as well. So we've got truckloads of words in here. Keywords aren't important. Google don't take them into any account, but we have everything in the title and the description and the title and the description. So it's pretty good. And this will actually go to phrases. So you see we've got Pergola Melbourne, repeat 6 times. That's pretty damn good actually. Yeah, we might even rank, who knows. Just for a moment, I'll tell this dude I will be 10 minutes. Will be 10. Get rid of that. Excuse me for having little interruptions. So that's one check. We'll get rid of that check, and then we'll go and do the other one, which is a diagnosis check, and that'll analyze your site. So yes, we have a URL. Yes, we have a title. We can see what it is. Here's our header tags. So I put in that header. We already had two header 3 tags. We have alternate attributes, which I showed you. Did I mention that to you? I'll go and show that to you. So we have 2 attributes I'm missing, but it's still pretty good. Text ratio could be better, which just means it needs more text. And we have robot text, we've got a sitemap, everything else is good. Google Analytics could be added. That's a free tool by Google. But other than that, it's pretty good. Those little things don't really matter so much. They're just different geotags. An SEO person would do that for you within the thing. So you can see that worked out pretty well. I'll get rid of that now, and we'll head to the, I think we'll go into the slider now. So we're using the Revolution slider, or no, I changed it because your site actually got hacked. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I actually redid it all. So we'll go, and part of the reason was that Revolution slider. So I think I've rebuilt this into the layer slider. No, I haven't, but I can. Yours must have been something else, not the Revolution slider, and it might have been another plugin that caused the issue. Anyway, doesn't matter, I fixed it. Revolution slider, I prefer the layer slider. We might rebuild it eventually. So you just click on Revolution slider, click on the main slider, and it'll give you options of like editing slides and all that sort of stuff. So if we want to edit slides, you go into the edit slide area, and here's the slides that we have. You can go into each one. You can actually change the order of them too, so you can drag them up and down or do whatever you want to do in that. If you want to edit a slide, click into edit slide, and here's our slide. We can add a layer to this of text or other images, all sorts of stuff. So if we want to add a layer of text, we can put it in here and actually type in what we want. So we might say Tar Carpentry, T-A-R, I keep saying calling it Tar, but I know it's not Tar, T-A-R, Carpentry, specialise, or actually I won't put that, we specialise in or specialise in renovations, something like that. Renovations. Now here's our text. We can see it's the wrong colour and that I've got cat there, so I can edit it. I can actually go in here and change the colour of the text. So see the samples all here? I can go, well, what do I want it to look like? So white text, white trans, big white text. You can go through and have a look at it, large, bold text like that. And that's actually changed that. So I can drag that anywhere I want just by holding it down. So I could put that down here. We specialise in renovations, and then I can have it transition in and out, but we'll just leave it as is for now, and I will update that. Then we'll go and have a look at that slide on here. And there it is, we specialise in renovations. Now that doesn't look good, I'm going to delete it. But you can edit what you want in here as you see fit to do it. So you can go into each one and do that. Yeah, so there you go. Let me delete that. So if I want to delete that layer that's highlighted, I'll just click delete layer and we are off and running there. That's about it. I will have a look at the testimonial thing and see what the story is with that. Other than that, I think that gives you a really good overview of your thing. Oh, one other thing was that menu. Remember the menu now changed to saying Pergola Melbourne. Here it is here. We have the option. This is, we see here we can add different things as we want, but we can click in here and actually change the title of that. We don't need that there. We don't want it there. So what I've got the opportunity now where I can have the URL different to the title of the actual page, so it works that way. So if I click that and save that menu, you will see that that's updated in this area here as well. So I'll do that as well. And there it is, updated. The other thing you can do here is change the order of them. So you could change the order of them, like as in just drag up and down like this, but you can also have things under other ones. So you can drag, like we could have decking, we could have pergolas and renovations and extensions. So we could have services rather than decking, and then we have new builds, and you can alter the way the menu functions just by doing that. So if I go in here and save that, and I'm going to undo this in a second, and we click on here, you'll see that now under decking we have the sub-menus. And that's pretty cool because you can put a lot more stuff in there. So you can add different pages just like that. I'll go back and undo that. And save it. So just drag it across to where it was, hang on. Come on, do it for me. Okay, so let me go back down the bottom, put it in there like that, and then I'm going to have to drag all these back up again because for some reason it won't let me do it. So like that, and then I'll drag them all up again like there. So there we go. That's it, back to normal, and we'll save that as well. I hope that is extensive enough for you to get round and do what you need to do. Let's have a quick look at the testimonials and see if it's something simple. It might just be something in the settings that is not allowing you to use it. So you've got some pending testimonials here. You must just be trialing it out. So why would that be pending? Let me have a quick look. Oh, my name is Catherine. I'm the marketing manager. Oh, this is spam. This is spam. I would just delete all of this. Yeah, let's go there and delete this as spam. That's a terrible thing. I don't know how they got in there. So we're going to have a look and see why. So I will just trash that. See what this one is. Might be the same. That is same thing as the spam. I've never seen spam go in by this way. So I'll delete these. So at least, because you probably have to approve these things to go in, but I'll delete these and then we'll trash that out and have a look at what your settings are. So it's trash. And trash. And then just like with a page, it's not gone until you go in here and hit empty trash, and then that's gone. Let's have a look at settings. Reorder from. It all seems to be in order. It all seems to be in order. I'll need some more information about what the issue is with this so that I can sort it, because it looks alright on the front page as well. It's like it's here, and it seems to be able to go into the testimonials that way. Is that the issue? They're not going through the read more's not working. Okay, I'll stop this video and I'll have a look at it. Thanks, Leah. I hope this helps.